Hi everyone, it's Rachel, and in this video I'll be showing you how to make a Kawaii cactus cupcake charm using polymer clay. So let's get started. To begin, we're going to make the base of the cupcake, so choose the color of clay that you're going to be using. The color that I have here is called Grey Granite by Premo. I've also taken my silicone cupcake base mold and I'm just pressing the clay into the mold. I'll leave a link down below to where I purchased mine from, or if you don't want to buy one, I also have a tutorial on my channel on how you can make a cupcake base without a mold. So here I'm taking a large ball tool and I'm creating an indent in the top part, and this is going to be where I'm adding the dirt into the pot. So I've just taken some brown polymer clay and I'm pushing that in, and then I'm also adding a little bit of texture. You can do this by taking a needle tool or another sharp type of tool and then just gently swirling the clay around. Once you have done that, you can then take a smaller ball tool and then make another indent in the center, and this is where we will be sitting our cactus. Next, you want to prepare a ball of green polymer clay and then just stick this in the center. If you feel like you need to attach yours a little bit more securely, you can use some liquid clay. To make the little cactus branch or growth out the side, I'm not entirely sure what it's actually called, so if you do know, let me know down below. But to make this, just prepare another ball of the same green color but slightly smaller, and this time you can also create an indent in one side so that it sits nicely onto the main body of the cactus. Then when it's connected together, it should look something like this. Now moving on to the face, I'm just rolling out some black clay so that I have a bunch of thin coils to work with. I began by attaching on a small U-shaped smile in the center of the face, and then I positioned my eyes on either side of this. I also decided to add 2 small balls of pink polymer clay for the cheeks on either side as well. Now to create the flower for some extra decoration, take 5 small balls of clay of any color of your choice and roll them into teardrops. Once you've done that, you can then flatten them down to create the petals, and then you just want to connect them all together while they're still sitting on your work surface. To help blend them together and connect them a little bit more, I'm creating an indent in the center of my flower, and then finally I'm adding a small yellow piece of clay for the center part. The last thing we need to do is create some spikes for our cactus. So to do this, I'm taking some tan colored clay just so that it has a more pastel kind of look, but you could definitely use a darker color if you like. I rolled my clay into a long coil, and then I'm just trimming off some little pieces using my blade, which I'm then rolling into balls. And this just helps me make sure that my bits of clay are all the same size. Then of course all you need to do is attach these onto your cactus and also press them down slightly so that they are secure. If you would like to make your design into a charm, you can also go ahead and add an eye pin in the top, and then it's time to take our cactus out of the clay mold if you were using one. Try to do this part super gently so that you don't ruin the clay design, and if you do have a little trouble with this part, you can firstly put your clay into the freezer, and that way it won't lose its shape. Then go ahead and bake your clay in your oven according to your package's instructions. After baking, I'm taking some super glue and I'm using this to secure the eye pin into the clay, and then finally I'm adding a coat of UV resin as my glaze to make my charm nice and shiny. So once it's all done, this is what my finished charm looks like. I do love the overall design. I do kind of wish that I applied less glaze though, because it did kind of gather in some parts around the spikes, but it's not too noticeable. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel for lots more crafty videos, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys!